FPS before, but it looks pretty good. I
It
might like switch.
looks, yeah, I like it. All right, so I think we're live here.
Sick. I'm about to raid you, and then
Cool.
my chat will become yours.
Sick. All right, and then I just want to
I'm
make sure.
excited. I like this matchup a lot. So
Yeah,
this should
yeah,
be
it's pretty good.
fun. Okay, so
We are
it
now
says
yours.
fixes or. How do you? Oh,
Left
whoa.
and right on the D-pad.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Sick.
Alrighty.
All right, are we ready to do this?
Yeah.
To...
So, can everyone hear Ginger? If you want to say something.
Yeah, here's just me talking. I play Falco Lombardi. My name is Avery Wilson. I am from the Midwest. I live in Michigan. Woohoo!
All right. Good volume. All right, that's what we like to hear. All right.
Solid.
So I haven't come up with a good way. I guess we could strike it out, but me and Abate came to the conclusion last week that even though like we played on Stadium, which kind of was better for me, gives me a little more advantage, but I like it because over the course of 99 Socks, there's a lot of variety and a lot of stuff going on like
Makes some
that.
sense.
I was thinking Yoshi's, but that's also just like, yeah, kind of rough on my end.
Pretty Falco favored, yeah.
Yes. How do you feel about Stadium?
We could do Stadium. I'm down.
I think that's fine for you and fine for me.
All right, sick.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, change the stock count now.
Oh yeah. We've only forgot to do this a couple times. And then.
Oh, there's gonna be a time limit too. We got to turn that off, right?
Yeah, turn that off.
Okay. Perfect. Friendly fire's on because I have to be able to hit you.
Right.
Then... Okay, nice.
All right, and Slippy's going, so we got we'll have the stats afterward.
Nice.
Alrighty.
All right.
Good luck, sir. All right. I always really want to take the first stock, like every time.
Yeah, it sets it in motion, right?
Right. Ooh. Alright, I traded.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, we'll make a comeback. Alright, so as my shield is like nothing, how have you been Smash-wise? What's
really good, man.
What's on the radar? Gommel?
Yep, we got Gommel coming up, and then I actually recently just registered for Smash and Splash as well, so I'm going to both of the majors this month.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, I'm not really sure. I know there's going to be like a lot of summer majors, and I plan on going to like the big ones, but since I don't have a sponsor right now, it's like I'm kind of just holding
Super
out
rough.
to see if I can go to some of the smaller stuff, like CEO and stuff like that.
I gotta make this transformation work for me. Alright, let's actually not.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Close one.
Nice.
There it is. But yeah, no, 2019 has been the best year of Melee for me so far.
Yeah, results-wise?
I've gotten tons of good results. I've been having tons of fun traveling and everything. So it's been really good.
Alright, I'm getting.
How about yourself? Are you planning on going to any majors or nationals or anything?
No, pretty much the only thing I do, like yearly, now that I don't really travel too much, is Big House and Fight Bit. I go to my locals when I can. Ooh. But yeah, those are the big ones I go to. And I never I don't know. I'm not super invested in how I do. I kind of I've been playing long enough that now I know where my bread is buttered and where I shine, you know.
That makes sense.
Like I went to Fight Pit and I kind of found myself not caring at all about how I did. Like I was winning against people and then I was like, I don't know. Like I just kind of got bored and went for some risky things.
Care though, right?
You know what? Okay, so here's one set again at Fight Pit that I played. It was last stock game 3. I pulled a Stitch against the Falco, and I was at like 50. So like, and he was at like, all I needed to do was hit him with anything. But you know what? I was like, wow. I was like, you know what? Let's just let this rip. And I got it shined into me, just like you know I should. And I was like, all right, whatever. Didn't even learn the guy's name. Don't even know who it was. If you beat me at Fight Pit, shout outs to you.
I love that.
That's a fun one. First time I saw that was it wasn't that exact platform, but it was the windmill and Hanky did it.
Oh,
so sick! I love that dude.
I'm really sad that Hanky doesn't like go to a lot of stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got to play him once back when I was like a Fox Falco dual main a long time ago, and like I played Fox and I kind of just got destroyed, and it's like forever I just have this L, and it's like I wanted to play him with my Falco and see what would happen.
See, I'm on the opposite end of that. I got a lot of wins on the same kind of people, like before they were like really good. They were like decent, but they weren't like where they're at now. There's a match against me and Kalende. I think the first time I played Kalende, I beat him the first like 3 times we played.
Mm-hmm.
Then he won 1 or 2, and then I won another. But there's one on YouTube. It's so funny. It has like 200,000 views or something.
I knew you were gonna bring that up. Why does it have that many views? What
because
happened?
I'm fucking sick, Ginger, and Kalende is also pretty good, I guess.
Nice. That's a good reason.
Yeah. To be honest, we don't know why. We don't know why, but
okay.
it's oops. Yeah. Gotta take those. I always think that's a weird interaction, the way that push kind of just...
Yeah, no, the pushback is super weird. I never understand it, really.
Yeah. Alright, we're getting some footing here.
Ooh, almost.
Sometimes I like to give those to people, you know what I mean? You're not a real homie unless you've, like, given someone something like that. A gift.
We have a thing in West Michigan where, like, if someone's gonna do a sick-ass combo, we, like, try to recover or something, and it's like...
Oh, yeah,
or
like you
die in a certain way. It's like, you call it homie DI or, like, a homie recovery.
Homie DI. I need more of those. I need more homies that'll let me do that. I do. I got a good, like, partner that I play with a lot that, like, we just, like... Oh, ooh! Not what I wanted.
I like the up B's out of shield. I actually think it's really good.
I think it's really good. I think I rely on it a little too much, but I mean it's so good. And I do work on like edge canceling it a lot. So like I try to make it safer than it like already is. Come on, top 40 Ginger's not jumping into that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's alright. You know, that comes with the territory. If I died right there, it would be kind of rough.
Slapping.
Ooh, nice. Alright, things are... Ooh. What do I think about while I play or at all? I don't know, dude. Literally, I'm always thinking about like the next thing. Like I have like things I've been fishing for months. One of them I just got to happen. It's this we'll see if it happens here.
You're not gonna tell me you're gonna try and get it?
Oh, I'll get it.
I love it.
I'll get like the okay version. I look at things and I'm always like, it could be that much better if I just do like one more little hit or this, you know. It's a shame that I used to come to Michigan all the time. Me and a select couple guys from Pittsburgh used to come to Michigan all the time, and I think it was just a different era. We just missed each other.
I know. I think it was like literally because I remember you were at my first tournament back ever. So okay, well here's my story. Here's like my origin story as a Melee player. So I started playing competitively, like actually competitively, wave dashing, L canceling, pillar comboing, doing everything in. I actually don't remember what year, but I was 8 years old.
8 years old.
8 years old, and I'm 24 now, so it's been a minute.
You were L canceling
so
at 8 years old?
Yep.
That's like that's actually insane.
Do you know Eddie or Tink?
Yes. I know Tink.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie the Ganon player. Ooh.
Eddie the Ganon player.
I never flipped. That was weird.
So those two guys actually came to my house when I was like 7 or 8 years old and taught my brother and I how to L cancel and wave dash and do all that stuff.
So you have an older brother that was kind of like
exactly
like tournament age.
Yeah, he's 12 years older than me. So at that point he was like 19 or 20.
Okay. Is it someone I may have heard of, or
maybe maybe probably not though. But BBQ was his tag.
BBQ. Maybe.
He played Ganondorf, Peach, and Ice Climbers.
Okay.
So I don't know. But yeah, so they came over and they taught us how to do everything, and we just fell in love with like every part of the grind. Like we played friendlies every day. I would like practice wave shining every single day, doing double lasers from the ledge, like everything that a young Falco would want to practice.
Right. Me and my brother were the same way. We like started getting the tournament at the same time, and like yeah, he was very good for when he was playing. He kind of stepped away from the game too.
So yeah, I started playing until Brawl came out, which was like 4 or 5 years later, I want to say. I actually can't remember. But we like heavily invested, just kind of like everybody else did. We thought like, oh, there's like the next game after Melee, hopefully it's gonna be sick.
Right.
It came out and it was
absolutely
not sick.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Dude, I still remember the disappointment. This is how I knew Brawl just got on the wrong foot for me. I went to like the midnight release, and there was a tournament for the midnight release, and I was the 33rd person there, and they only did a 32-man bracket.
No.
So I watched. I wasn't anything too special at that point. I mean, I knew what I was doing. I could do some like wave dashes. That's cool. L canceling, stuff like that. But like I wasn't like too great. I still haven't went to an actual tournament at that point. But yeah, I watched all these people just they were so bad. I mean, you can imagine.
Yeah, of course.
Like how bad like your average Brawl player at GameStop is. So I watched them all like just suck so much ass. A Bowser one of all things, you know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. That was a good like mess up recovery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what Melee's all about. Following your mistakes with other things. But yeah, and I just didn't get to play. But I still got the game, so I was hyped. I didn't even have a Wii, but my neighbor did. So I was like, hell yeah, we're about to play some Brawl. His Wii couldn't what's it called? Read the disc. It was one of the 1% that had like a hard time what's it called? It was a dual layer game, and like it was like one of the first on the Wii that was like that.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, most people didn't have a problem. It was like a really rare problem. So yeah, I didn't even get to play.
But of course, your neighbor.
Yeah, he eventually got it fixed like 2 months later. By that time, it was like, you know, we finally played it. We weren't wowed by it. I played Falcon, and it was like really hard for me to like hit with even strong knees. So I was like, what's going on? The online was terrible.
Oh yeah, it's so bad.
You know, I eventually came back around to it and liked it. Once I like had a good understanding of Smash, but like I wasn't wowed by it as like a casual like player. And ooh, he's unrelentless. Yuck.
Oh, close.
All right, but yeah. And the other reason I think why I'm a Melee player, not that like I knew any better back then, it was really just unfortunate that I couldn't play Brawl and like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like couldn't afford a Wii and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I played
Yeah,
Melee because back then there was a time where like Melee disc was $20. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Controllers were about the same. You can get a GameCube for $30.
Mm-hmm.
If someone should have told me a while ago, shit, I didn't want that to trade. That's one of those things I'm fishing for. But someone would have told me a while ago, like how expensive things are gonna be in the future. I would have stocked up, man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You used to be able to get brand new silver controllers off the Nintendo website for $30.
Yeah, which is insane. You could like find, I don't know,
Like
nobody
decent
like.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, brand new, nothing beat it.
Yeah, so when Brawl came out for me, like my whole like family played Smash, and like my brother played it. We go to tournaments and play Melee and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when Brawl came out, we were like, oh, we're gonna like hella stock up on Wii's. That way we can like run tournaments, because like we're gonna be like. The whole thing about Brawl coming out is that everybody learned advanced techniques with Melee, but like some people were way better than others already. And like Brawl felt like this thing that was gonna level the playing field, because we're all playing at the same time, and we're all gonna try to get better. We're starting on the same day as everybody else.
Yeah.
And so we like stocked up on Wii's. We were gonna hold tournaments, and like my whole friend group, like they were like they had their families and they all got Wii's, and so we had like 5 Wii's between like my family and like our friend group that all played like Smash. And Brawl came out, and we like tried to host a couple tournaments. Like we played quite a bit, and it was just like not the same ever, and it was so like sad, because we invested so much time into Melee, and it seemed like everybody had kind of just left the scene to play Brawl. And it was like, well, shit, there aren't like locals for Melee anymore. Like nobody really plays. If a tournament like at some anime con or something is running a Smash game, it's definitely Brawl. So we were like, well, like, god dang it, we got all these Wii's for like no reason. But then, did you ever do Brawl Plus?
Is that like the insane Brawl? Like everyone's like crazy?
I mean, it was essentially like Brawl. It's like the first version of PM. Essentially, it was like people could wave dash and L cancel, and like falling speeds were faster. And
okay,
so,
but that was like it. See, that seems like a
essentially
good time. I would prefer that a lot more over like what PM actually became. Because PM just became like that insane Brawl that like,
Yeah, like nuts, crazy things happen, and yeah, I don't know. Everyone has some crazy gimmick.
Oh yeah, I know. And people don't even like feel like Smash players or like Smash characters. They just like, I don't know. And they're all designed to kill like like Spaceys just like effortlessly.
Apparently they're busting in Falco and P+ or whatever the new thing is, though. They're
Falco
giving
is who I played.
Well, they're giving his up B the fire hitboxes from Fox's up B.
Oh, okay. So they're buffing.
They're buffing him. Yeah, they're breaking him, like in a broken way.
Yeah, it's so weird the decisions they make, because those were the ones who were like, oh my god, Fox is so good.
I know.
Look at these Melee players that can play our game with Fox. Unbelievable. It's not like they've been playing the same character for like 20 years, and we just created ours yesterday.
Yeah, so with Brawl Plus, I wonder if anybody remembers this, but you used to have to like take an oh god, what was the Legend of Zelda game that was for the Wii?
Wind Waker? Or no, Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess, yeah. So you used to have to hack your version of Twilight Princess and like break it so it was no longer like playable or something for some reason.
You had to sacrifice it.
You did. It was crazy. And so you sacrifice your Twilight Princess disc and like download some weird thing from some website, and like then you have Brawl Plus. So this is probably the scummiest thing I've ever done in my entire career. But my brother and I went to this Brawl tournament, and not like a legit Brawl tournament, but with some like rando noobs like at their college that were like having a Brawl tournament.
Right.
And we brought 2 Brawl Plus setups, and
you just used those.
We would only play on those, and like the rest of the tournament was running on everything else. And it was just so funny because like one guy eventually kind of figured it out, but my brother had already like made grands by that point, and I got like third. But that guy's like, I don't know, that setup just seems a little weird to me. And it's
That's
like,
amazing.
no, I think it's fine. Nothing's wrong with it. But my brother ended up winning the tournament, which was cool.
Did
but
you
we
get
obviously
out?
Cheated.
Did you get out before that came to light?
Yep.
Right,
They
good.
didn't know anything, so that was good. But pretty scummy.
You better hope that you never run for like Smash Office and we dig up this VOD and like use it. That's what we do now, you know.
Right.
Things politicians have said like 30 years ago now are getting them fired.
Mm-hmm.
But
so we loved Melee so much, and the Melee scene was dead, so we were like, we'll just play Brawl Plus, but then like there isn't a scene for Brawl Plus or whatever. So we just kind of quit. I didn't play any Smash games until I was like 18. It was my senior year of high school, like right at the end. I was like, oh, people are like still going to tournaments and stuff. Like, this is cool. And I had kind of been following the pro scene a little bit. Like, I still knew that like Mango was the best, and like he was playing Falco, and I would watch like Dr. PP and Shiz and stuff playing like 2011, 2012. And so I came back, and I went to Sweet 12.
Sweet 12.
I don't know if,
all right.
I don't know if you remember Sweet 12, but I believe you were there.
What was the? Who was there? Sweets usually had. Oh shit.
Mutaking was there.
I probably
PGH was there.
Was Mango there? No.
Mango was not.
If Mutaking was there, I was there, and Mutaking was only there because we drove him. All right, that makes sense. He literally rode in the trunk from Pittsburgh to Michigan.
No way.
I shit you not. And we got pulled over, mind you.
What? No way.
And Mutaking was sleeping in the trunk.
Was this his idea, or?
It was, well, you know how Mutaking used to be, like, the most irresponsible person on the planet. Yeah. So, like, we were like, we don't have room for you, bro. Like, he was like, no, I'll just go in the trunk. And we're like, are you nuts? He's like, no, it'll be fine. And we're like, sure, dude. Fine, trunk's all yours.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and... yeah. I'm trying to think of what else happened. Yeah, we made him ride in the trunk. I made him team with me. We cleaned up.
Nice.
Nice. And then, yeah. Man, I was talking about that, I don't know who with recently, but, like, we don't talk about how crazy it was those couple years when Mutaking was just, like, doing that. Like, just living on couches and, like...
Oh, yeah.
Just bumming off of everybody.
Yeah, I've heard some weird stories about him, like, getting lost and, like, people being like really terrified that they had like lost him forever in like some big city, and then he just like shows up and things
like
work out.
He's like helpless. He's like a little kid. Oh, that edge cancel was sick. That whole sequence. I'm a fan. I was gonna say if I didn't get all the way through that.
So yeah, Sweet 12 was my first tournament back, and I hadn't played in a long time, so I was like really rusty. But I ended up getting second in the amateur bracket to James Young, if you remember James Young.
Do I know James Young? Are you kidding me? I think, what was the, I liked your post, I think it was on April Fool's Day. Well, I like realized the joke where he's like, yeah, I'm thinking about going to a tournament, guys.
I know,
and we should have been like, shut
so
the fuck
sad.
up. Yeah. Love James Young. I was once in a pool with, alright, now, wrap your head around this. I was in a pool with Hungrybox, Duck, James Young, and myself. That was the pool.
Jeez.
And you know who the, like, it was only, I don't know, it was a weird tournament. It was back when, like, tournaments were, like, the Wild Wild West.
Mm-hmm.
And the only person that didn't make it out of that pool was James Young.
Oh, no. Poor guy.
I got him.
Good stuff. Ooh. Dang. God, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so James Young was way better than me. I was like pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you know, one of the people that was like maybe gonna get top 8 or something, because he was like ranked in Michigan. But he went to get food and didn't show back up to his pool on time.
So he got disqualified.
He got DQ'd, and they let him enter the amateur bracket with Mario, but he had to play Mario the whole time. and he whooped my ass with Mario, dude. It was insane. And like, here I am, like rusty guy. I was like happy to make it to grands of the amateur bracket, and I'm just getting demolished by this Mario. It's like I don't know James Young. I didn't know him at that point, so it was like I thought that maybe Mario was better than I thought.
There was an old man. If anyone in the chat is like an old Michigan guy, and you know of what was this guy's tag? Lipton Buddy, I think was his tag.
Lipton Buddy.
Lipton Buddy. That guy, he was like one of my first Michigan tournaments. He played Mario, and my brother lost to him. But he was like, this guy was homeless, bro. He had the biggest, the most disgusting beard. His hoodie was hasn't been washed in weeks. He had a 40 wrapped in like paper. And he just destroyed my brother with Mario. And like, I remember Rob was like, yeah, dude, that guy's been playing forever. He's like a legend.
That's crazy. I've never heard
Lipton Buddy. I'm pretty sure that was his tag.
Small Hands Brian in the chat.
Small Hands
Maybe
Brian.
He knows.
No, if he knows Lipton Buddy, I will shit my pants. People in Michigan don't know Lipton Buddy. Rob would know. Next time you see Rob, you gotta ask him about this guy. This guy was fucking
definitely will.
homeless. I remember, I think my first Michigan tournament was also Warlock Dawn's first tournament.
Really?
Yeah.
That's legendary.
That is legendary. I love that, dude.
I went to a fest. You know Slayer too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I beat Slayer at that tournament.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. My first Michigan tournament, I took a lot of names that weren't names yet. Well, maybe they were names in Michigan, but they weren't, like, national names yet. I beat Obby, Moose. I beat Slayer.
It's taking our whole PR.
There was once a time where I beat everyone on the Michigan PR except for, now, we're going to get into this story, but Duck and Juggle Guy. And my record against Juggle Guy to this day is like, he's beat me 12 times, and I beat him never.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what... We've played the same set, maybe... That was cool. Like, 12 times, where I win game 1, he wins game 2. Game 3, I'm up, like... And he just 0 to deaths me on the last arc. It has happened 12 times. We laugh about it every time. And just, I have no idea what to do.
That's funny.
I really just started thinking, like, I have to win game 2 because game 3 is going to happen the same exact way. Yeah, I have never beat Rob.
Dang. I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Compared to the people that were better than Rob and, like, I don't know, like... I was still, like, beating Kalendi, too. I don't know. It's rough.
I hear you.
Yeah, but I always loved the Michigan scene. It was always super fun to go to.
They, like, the suites were sick for a long time.
So how's the local scene now?
It's different. It's kind of odd. We went from, like, I don't know if you ever went to, like, a UMEM or anything.
No, never been to Michigan when they had weeklies.
So, like, our whole thing now is that we just have a weekly every day. So we just have, like, a weekly every day of the week. And, like, some days of the week we have, like, more than one, which is pretty wild.
Nice slope. I know.
Yeah,
I love that slope.
Saved you. So yeah, we just have like a ton, and they all get like 16 entrants or whatever, which is chill. But like, we used to have big tournaments. We would have like 2 bi-weeklies, and they would both get like 100 entrants, and our scene was like really respectable. And we used to have like a stream that was like pretty good and was like streaming all the big bi-weeklies. But yeah, now we're just like little pockets, and like nobody really travels out of their like small home region.
I think a lot of places are that exact way. Yeah, I mean, you can account it to a lot of things. People love to just, like, be like, oh, there's too many weeklies, so, like, people just pick and choose. A lot of people say net play is just, why would you go to a tournament when you could just play net play? You know, go to bigger ones. My thing is, like, tournaments need to be worth going to. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, when I run tournaments, I run, like, one big one a year, just for, like, Pittsburgh and Neo. But I always make sure, like, the big thing is, like, because like only a couple people are gonna do good, right? So like you have to make it so everyone's leaving with something, like, you know.
Definitely.
I like always like take that into consideration, like heavy.
Yeah, I recently ran a poll like in Michigan Melee. I mean, this is like a few months ago, 3 months. But I was like, why are you guys either like not traveling to other tournaments, or like why have you stopped like going to tournaments or anything? And I got a lot of feedback, and so I was gonna help run a tournament, and here was my idea.
Okay.
It's gonna be a big like monthly tournament, hopefully like a monthly series, like maybe even bi-monthly. But then at the tournament, I would just be giving private lessons, free private lessons to any new competitors. Like, I wouldn't be doing it for ranked people, and I probably wouldn't even be doing it for people that are like almost ranked. But like people who are kind of just getting into the game and like need to know what to practice or like what to work on, or if they like want me to watch a set or something. Like, I was just gonna set up my stream at the tournament and just like record all of the coaching and just give people lessons literally all day long. I wasn't going to enter. I was just going to do that. And then also we were going to have the venue fee. I didn't want any of the TOs to make a profit. That was my idea. I wanted somebody to go in it with me that was just looking to help improve the Melee scene.
Oh yeah, that's
so
like
we were gonna.
That's what it's all about. That's like all I care about anymore. You know what I mean? Like a healthy local scene, and
Definitely.
You know, I have my own personal projects, but like. I have ideas for like both Neo and Pittsburgh to like kind of bring things back.
Yeah, definitely. And so I was looking for somebody that wasn't like looking to make a lot of money off of it. So I was hoping to secure like a college campus, like kind of a large room, because a lot of times like student organizations can get like big rooms for free.
Right.
So that way we'd have like a lot of venue fee to work with. So there are like a few different ideas that you can like use the venue fee for that will like help out like everybody, or at least have it so someone can take away something from every tournament. And a lot of people do value like high level competition being there, or like valuing the practice. Like if like Ryan Ford shows up, it's like, dang, that's really cool. Like Ryan Ford's there, like I'll travel out to that tournament, or like I'll get a chance to play him. And so we were gonna help pay for the gas and travel of like anybody like out of state that wanted to come travel to the tournament, and just like also have a carpool discount for the people within Michigan that like bring 3 or more people to the tournament. That way, like there's an incentive for a lot of people to go, and also for people to travel out of their region.
Right.
So, and then anybody who wants gets the private lessons. So, yeah, the goal was definitely that no matter what skill level you are, or like how much money you make at the end of the day, like you're taking something away from the tournament and like you had a good time.
Right. That's good. So something that Pittsburgh does, they're monthly not monthly, they're weekly, Man on the Ledge every Friday. They charge $1 venue, or actually maybe it's $2 now, but they just save that money all year for Fight Pit. And then they fly out like 20 people. Like, it's insane. So Fight Pit is always crazy. Yeah. And, you know, what you can't really compare, like, scenes. I've always said the thing for, like, Neo, because right now they're kind of like, we have weeklies, but, like, you're either on one side of Cleveland or you're not. You know what I mean? So, like, you pick what's, like, closer, shit like that. Pittsburgh has always been, like, a city. So, like, the central point is the city. Whereas, like, Michigan or Neo, like, that's, like, a huge space.
Definitely.
So, it's hard to, like, make a central, like, spot for everyone that they're, like, willing to go to.
But yeah, so I was gonna do that, but I didn't really have like a TO who was like able to find a venue that wanted to go with me. And then also I said I was only gonna do it if like the return of monthlies like didn't happen, because we only have weeklies. We didn't have any Saturday tournaments. We didn't have like any monthly big tournaments that anybody could be excited for. I love that. So, and then like the reply to this thing was like, Rob was like, well, I have something brewing in the works. And then it was like he had one tournament. I thought the Sweet Series was like coming back, but it was like this Ultimate Melee hybrid tournament, and Melee didn't even get a stream. He like only streamed Ultimate, which is like fine, and I get it. And I think Melee still had more interest than Ultimate. But it was like the weekend that it came out or something. But it was like, it was kind of unfortunate because it's like, yeah, I guess it's like a weekend tournament, but I don't know, like There was some big snowstorm, so like none of Ohio even showed up. Like Dreffin had to cancel, which Dreffin never cancels. Like he goes.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
everything.
he goes to everything. That's the first person I played in tournament ever.
Really, ever?
Yeah, my first tournament is coming up, or my 10-year anniversary of tournaments is coming up this July.
Dang.
So, yeah, I'm gonna try to get Dreffin on here.
That'd be sick.
That'd be good. See how I do 10 years later. Probably just as bad. Ooh.
Dreffin has been getting better and better and better.
Exactly. Dude, he's so
It's
funny.
pretty nuts. The first time I really hung out with him or talked with him was actually at Genesis 3. He was just kind of in our friend group, and we ended up like watching Top 8 together, like in the stadium. And he's just the funniest guy.
Oh yeah, me and Dreffin have gotten in trouble. You know what I mean? I remember.
Yeah.
Oh god, when he was a little more loose-lipped, it was a good time. He's crazy. That.
Oh goodness.
Why dash attack into the corner? Because old habits die hard, baby.
True. But yeah, so since being into the scene since about like 2012, late 2012, like early 2013, I've just been like really inspired to take the game further and further and just try and get better and better.
I see. I was like, that was awesome.
Thank you. That was almost some homie DI there.
It might have been. I only know 2 kinds of DI. This matchup's kind of tough for me, I feel like sometimes. I feel like lasers really lock Peach down. And like, sure I don't know. I'm so old and stubborn that like, if you ask me, people ask me how to deal with lasers and I say power shield them. Like, that's it. Just power shield them, you'll be fine. But like, even when like I power shield them, I get stuck. You know what I mean? I can't really move left and right.
Definitely. I think it's like all about kind of setting up the right float height first and like going over the lasers. But that like means that you're not on the ground to begin with sometimes.
Being on the ground is very important.
Yeah,
2019.
Yeah, winning the ground game is obviously really
Why
important.
would you be in the air?
But like the thing is, dealing with lasers is just so tough if you're on the ground, right? But even then, like once you get that float height set up, it's like it's not easy to like maneuver around Falco.
Wow, nice.
Thank you. But I recently made this realization that playing against Falco, at least for me, is never fun. Like I've always had people complain about Falco, and I never really understood it because I've been on like,
you know,
I think that Falco's sick. I'm like, you know, he's so cool. How can anybody think that he's lame or dumb or anything? And then I've been playing against more and more Falcos with characters that aren't Falco, and I realized that the lasers literally just limit your character. Like against other characters, you might have losing matchups, but at least you're not. At least you're able to do whatever you want. You know?
Right.
Falco literally says like, "Oh, you want to do this thing? Like, I'll just put a laser here." I don't really think I want you to be able to do that. So it could just be like kind of not the most fun because you're just, even if you beat Falco, it's kind of like you just have to hit him really hard off of like your limited options. So I understand the complaining. I sympathize now.
Oh, that should hit through there.
Yeah, that was really
Don't you think?
close.
Don't you think?
I thought I was kind of dead. I was like, this is kind of a bad decision. Dead.
Get there. Nope.
Ah, so close.
I felt like Kawhi. I just shot it. Was hoping it'd
I
go
didn't
in.
watch that game, but I watched.
Everyone's seen that
It's
highlight, yeah,
insane.
now.
Do you follow any sports closely?
NBA.
Yeah.
I think I follow everything loosely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm a bartender. I like, I'm always watching like sports at like the bar.
Sense.
Yeah. How about you? Anything pique your interest?
Well, I watch the NBA a little bit. I'm not like heavily invested, and I don't really have a team because the Pistons kind of suck.
Right.
So I don't really have like a team that I root for. I generally root for whatever team Clindy's rooting for, which is whatever team LeBron is on.
Right.
But other than that, I used to follow tennis really closely.
Oh yeah, I used to play tennis.
Nice.
A lot of people in Michigan Melee used to play tennis. I think who? Juggle Guy, Kazu, and
yep.
Abby all went to the same high school and played tennis.
Yeah, yep.
I know. I always used to like get on each other. I'd be like, dude, Kazu. Abby said he like used to destroy you in tennis, bro. Like, what's up with that? I just put them all against each other in tennis.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the thing, Kyle like still plays. He's like good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I used to follow that really closely. I like Roger Federer. Just like the pro scene was really interesting to me.
Oh yeah, dude, nothing. Roger Federer is just like, ugh.
You can't not like him, right?
Oh yeah, he's a class act. Everything is just so like, he's like pee-pee, bro. You know what I mean? Like, how can you not like playing the game correctly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I watch those two. I don't really like football that much. I don't really like baseball that much. Soccer is pretty boring to watch, but fun to play.
Right. I can get excited when the World Cup comes around. Stuff like that.
Yeah. If there's like a lot on the line and there's like 1 billion people in the stadium or something, I'm like, holy shit, this is like pretty crazy. But a lot of it's just like running back and forth, and sometimes like somebody only scores once. I don't know. It could be a little boring for me, but that's fine.
Yeah. In Pittsburgh, we don't have an NBA team, so like people really like were into hockey. Like hockey was like you like the Penguins, and we had Sidney Crosby, so like we're kind of spoiled. Like I only know good hockey.
Right. Yeah, I mean we have the Red Wings, so.
Oh yeah, and they're good too. Yeah.
Yep.
Pavel Datsyuk's like shootout goal is my favorite goal of all time. He just like makes the goalie looks stupid. It's insane.
Shootouts are always hilarious when they trick the goalie. Oof.
No.
Oh no.
You know what? I didn't turn around. That sequence was the turnip was there to cover the stage, and I was just gonna be on the ledge, and I didn't turn around.
That was like a sick, like 10 seconds. You were destroying me. Oh no!
I need to start taking some stocks here.
How am I doing stock-wise compared to the other?
Compared to the other, so Jake and Laud both took 99 to my like 33 and 34, which is like not bad when you do the math. That's getting 3 stocks. And against the bait, I did 30 stocks better, just because I'm super familiar with that matchup. That's like my matchup of choice, and it makes sense. So
is that one close?
If you do the math, it's like 1 to 2 stocks. You know what I mean? And that's like how our games go anyway.
Right.
But yeah, I'd say you're doing very well.
Oh, thanks.
You're doing very well at just like comboing me and just keeping the conversation going.
The thing is, like, I stream a lot, so it's like I kind of.
Ooh. No. Okay.
Thank God, we're back.
That'd have been bad.
Catastrophic. But yeah, so my whole thing is playing and just generating conversation.
That's what I'm signing up for when I come to the Ginger Weekly. I want tips on that. I don't know. I kind of just got on this kick. I'm like, you know what? I'll try Twitch for a little bit.
Yeah. I'm
only like 1 thing away from affiliate, and it's actually just numbers of time streaming in a month.
Oh yeah.
I try to do it twice a week. I always want it to be like an event. Like these are cool. I always want to have like a game plan. I never Really just want to be like, all right, I'm just playing that play. See what
I feel
happens.
you. The thing is, like, so for me, when I first started streaming, I never wanted to go live unless I had like a really good thing, or if I like felt really energized, was like ready to entertain.
Right.
But I ended up like almost never streaming, and I was like, this is just like not streaming is way worse than like slightly mediocre streaming. Like people want to see you live. Like if anybody's gonna watch your stream, like they're gonna be there either way. Like big events are cool and everything, and that's how you can get like new people in your fan base. But like just like the pretty constant interaction, I think a lot of people are interested in.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Like I'm really tired from work or whatever, and I'm just like playing, like warming up against a computer and just practicing my tech skill. But you know, it might be still
You might
worthwhile.
see something, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so I think that just like committing yourself to that grind, which is difficult because streaming is not easy, is pretty important. Oh!
Oh, I was trying to get above that laser. If I get above that laser, we would have saved that whole situation. Yeah, you wish.
No, I tried. Oh, I'm dead.
Anyone here watch basketball? That might be an old ass conversation, but yeah, dude, my favorite player is Jason Kidd. I love people that can pass the ball well. I don't know. An assist to me in NBA is so cool. Just like setting up someone like for an effortless like basket is just so sick to me.
Who's Nash was his last name, right?
Steve Nash, yeah.
Yeah, he was like sick at that, right?
Oh yeah, he was like the new age like point guard. Nice. Damn. I bet you would love white chocolate. I've thought about this a lot, and like if I was gonna compare NBA players like to Melee players, I think I am Jason Williams, bruh. He was never that good, but you watch his like mixtapes on YouTube, and you're like, what the fuck? This guy was amazing. And like, you know, yeah, Jason Williams is like sick.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh no.
it's alright. Yeah, I think about NBA crossover with Melee all the time. Yeah.
Really?
I'm
I
Jason
think about
Williams.
tennis.
Ryan Ford is Latrell Sprewell for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the comparison there?
You might want to look that one up.
Oh no! Oh god.
Poke. Shield. Ooh, okay. So fast, so quick. You're not playing like 2012 Kalendi. Me and my 12,000 friends watching.
I still like Kalindi's Falco.
Oh yeah, I bet it's sick.
If he stuck with Falco, I think he could have been really good.
Kalende retired the Falco the same way he retired wearing like these crazy shoes to tournaments. Now he doesn't even care. You know?
Yeah, true.
I get on him all the time about that. I was like, dude, remember when you were the freshest dude at a Melee tournament? Now you look like a Melee player, bro.
Yeah. It absorbed him.
Right, right. That's my other bad like habit with Peach. I try to nair out a shield too fast. I double jump and I jab.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen to me when I played Peach, but I was like, dang, he went way too fast. That's actually crazy.
Melee's like that. Sometimes you do things too fast and you can't like. It's bad, you know. It's more timing. It's not like do everything as fast as you can. Obviously. Good examples like meteor canceling. You do it too fast, you just die.
Yep. That's something I talk about when I talk about practice. A lot of people will like compare practicing music and practicing Melee, and they're like, yeah, I learned how to practice from like playing music or whatever. But to me, they're two totally different things. I studied music in college, by the way.
Okay, cool.
So, like in music, you generally practice something really, really, really slow, and then you speed it up over and over and over again. But like Melee practice doesn't work like that. If you need to do a multi-shine, you can't just like do the multi-shine slower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to like get the muscle memory and then like be able to do it. It's really weird. Instead of like speeding it up or speeding it down, it's like you have to take it in increments and like understand how fast certain things need to move. Like you can't move too fast or too slow. You have to like diagnose the problem of like, am I doing it too fast or am I doing it too slow?
Are you rushing or are you dragging?
Yeah, right.
Perfect. That was one of my more like favorite summit skits.
Yeah, no, that was really good. I didn't know Bananas as a person at all until that summit, but he's like super chill and like really funny.
I was trying to sneak under that.
Yeah, it was close.
Oh damn. Damn.
That was a good stock, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no. Good, take credit in those, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about.
I always say you have to be your biggest fan.
Oh, don't I know it. No.
I thought I had you.
When that windmill goes down, like you can't really see what's going on. I kind of knew like, all right, he's gonna put something for me.
Yep, I was up to something. I did this thing one time. You know how in doubles, if someone like your teammate dies off the top, the camera is like crazy and the stock icons are like in the way. So I was playing against it was like KJH and somebody I can't remember, versus me and Beach. And Beach, yeah.
I know Tremor. I don't know who Beach is.
Sorry, yeah, me and Tremor. So Tremor dies off the top, and like nobody can see anything. And so I'm like, oh god, like I really don't want to die. I'm just gonna charge a forward smash in place, and like I hope he just backs off because he's afraid of what I'm gonna do. And they just like run to the other side of the stage. I was like, thank goodness, because I had no clue what I was supposed to do.
I love doubles. Doubles, like, to me, is like where it's at.
Same. I try to enter doubles as often as possible. The thing is, I was teaming with Kalindi like pretty regularly because we were both on balance, and now that he doesn't have like an organization to play for, he hates teams and he'll never do it again.
What?
Yeah, it was literally his New Year's resolution to not play teams, and he still hasn't played.
That's crazy. My other favorite one about not, you know who also doesn't like teams is Hacks. He's just like, he's just he's just a nut job. He likes 1v1 and that is it. You know what I mean?
He'll still enter occasionally, but you can tell he just wants to do his own thing.
He's never in it, yeah. So like, my favorite team was him and DizKid Boogie, because DizKid, he gave him the pitch. He's like, you know, if I'm wobbling someone, you get to play 1v1. He's
Oh,
like,
that's funny.
you're fucking right. Let's do it. Nice. Ooh, I tried to edge cancel that and get to the ledge fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you talk about visualization?
Mm-hmm.
I visualize a lot.
Yeah?
I visualize you rolling into that down tilt and then me getting some crazy combo off it.
I like it.
You know what I do, and like I spend a lot of time like just labbing things out, like probably just as much time as like actually playing. Like I'm always like, because you gotta like, nothing's worth doing if it's not real, right? You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Ah.
I think that's like almost a lost art, you know? Oh, please. Like, a lot of people just don't hit the lab anymore. They just like try to grind net play friendly, hope that things work. That would have been genius. I missed the tech, but I was gonna do exactly what you thought I was gonna do. I think that Falco is the best character in the game with turnips.
With turnips, you think?
I think so. Because he has the laser that goes with the turnips.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
I could just lock you down and like throw the turnip for an advantage. And then just like, I can either combo off of it, or you have to like respect the turnip and I follow it in.
Pressure's getting to me. Find an opening. No.
It was close. I saw that grab coming out. Oh!
You know what, like, when I play Falcos, like, you haven't done it not a single time. The bad, like, start a pillar with and then down air and then just wait for that up, like they just up tilt there. I punish it every time. It's my like, it's my indication if I'm playing a good Falco or not.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I remember I was still doing that. I housed Armada a few times, and he just relentlessly hit me with it, and I was like, dude, what the heck? He's like, yeah, you either need to like delay that or just not do it anymore, because I like Peach Fair knocks down at 0. It's like I can't just take a hit. So yeah, I do my best to try and avoid doing that up tilt.
I saw the tweet about paying for the people that didn't normally enter to come. I had that idea the last time I went to a local too. I wanted, because the local that I go to has a lot more ultimate entrants now than melee entrants. I was like, any ultimate players enter melee, I'll just pay for you. You know what I mean? Just come over and play once.
Yeah, that was another one of my ideas for my monthly tournament. We were gonna throw the venue fee, say that throw some of the venue fee and say anybody who registers for both ultimate and melee will get like, you know, $3 off their melee registration. Because I really feel like we gotta entice like the actual ultimate players who aren't like giving melee a chance yet.
Right.
Because I swear, you put melee in somebody's hands and it's like, it has this weird magic to it, man. Like, people just love it. You can't not love it. Oh, you're sick.
I have my moments.
Oh, am I dead? No!
It was the stock count. Nice. Nice. Some things that I have a really cool clip in that exact area. That area is just fun.
Yeah, it gets wild over there, I swear. Oh my goodness. Nice. Oh, you're sick.
You have a jump. I was trying to take it there.
Mm-hmm.
So did your brother also main like Fox and Falco? Just play Spaceys?
No, he played Peach Ice Climbers.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said that.
And then he eventually switched off of just Peach and Ice Climbers and started playing Ganon a lot. I don't know why, but he was just kind of done like trying to play like good characters. He just wanted to punch people, I think.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you mentioned Warlock Dawn earlier. The first time I ever met Warlock Dawn was I was at a Slayer Fest at one of Slayer's tournaments, or not tournaments, but like fests. And I had never been out there before, and Warlock Dawn was there. I'd never met Warlock Dawn. And he sits down at the setup with me. He was like, I want to play Ganondorf. I was like, okay, nice. Like, play Ganondorf? He's like, how do I select Ganondorf?
Oh, dude, he did the same thing at the tournament. He was playing dumb. He was trying to like get people to think like he was stupid. And then he would start fairing you and shit. Oh my god.
Exactly. You started destroying me, and I was like, what is this guy? I thought he couldn't pick Ganondorf.
Oh my god, that's so funny. What
and
a
now
legend.
he works security at like every big house. It's so funny to see him.
It's always funny. My last big house, or no, it wasn't the last one, but oh, maybe it was. Where was Crush? Because it was me and Crush. We were hanging out. He's a good buddy of mine. I love that guy.
Crush is hilarious. This Big House 7, I think, was the one that Crush
Crush, you know, he's always super fashion sensitive. He wasn't wearing his lanyard, and you know, Dawn's gonna crack down on you. And he's like, bro, where's your lanyard? You know what I mean? Where's he at? And we were just like bullshitting for a second. I was like, Dawn, come on, it's me. You know what I mean? You know, and you know who this is. Don't play dumb. And Crush kind of looks around. He's like, that guy doesn't have a badge either. Like, kind of points in the direction and then runs away. It was super funny.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Yeah, we're gonna get Crush on here too. He said he would do it, but he doesn't. He doesn't like net play. He told me. So he was like, I'd rather just come to your house. And he looked up flights. He was like, damn, these flights are like cheap. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna come to your house. So be on the lookout for that. Sick. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm down to 10.
It's true.
Ooh, no.
Oh!
Sorry.
Single digits.
So I've taken, what, 33? Okay, you're on Laud and Jakin pace.
I like it.
Oh my girl, something was gonna happen to you.
Uh-oh.
That's funny. Yeah, someone just has a stitch, just break their shield.
I have this theory that whenever anybody pulls a stitch, I think you have to go aggressive.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to do it. Because here's the thing about RNG. Sure, I pulled a stitch and I have like quote unquote good RNG, but I just get hit by one thing and I drop it. So I actually have terrible RNG.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the Peaches, like, they have the turnip in their hand, and they want to, like, wait for the perfect opportunity, and you always catch them on the back foot.
I'm super bad at hitting with turnips that I, like, need to. I kind of, like, if I'm going to pull a turnip, it's just, you know, it has its purpose right there. I'm not going to sit there and wait, like, oh, I got a stitch. And, of course, but, like, when I pull items, I have, like, crazy ideas for items.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah, your
On
item
brand.
combos are sick.
I think that's what like the first thing that drew me to Peach was like, bro, she pulls a fucking sword. She gets to play with items, and other characters do not.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Alrighty, Wavelet. Wow, that was good.
Yeah, Mike says, wait, so KJH and Crush never streamed like the summon incentive thing? They stream, but with like no mic or cam or anything, I'm pretty sure. Well, okay, so they like streamed netplay, I'm pretty sure. But Kalindi went out there so that they could stream together, and then Jack just like apparently wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh the whole time and like eat ramen, and so that like that's what they did.
I was hoping you were gonna over B. Get the triple reverse bag.
Roll, that would have been sick. Oh, I saw it.
Save me.
Oh!
Why not? Ooh, nice. Alright, now we can see all my heads. This is where you top players love to just start going nuts. I won't take another stock. You see the heads and you know it's almost over.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I waited.
I waited 90 stocks to do that, and it didn't work.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
And now
I
it
got
just didn't
behind
even
you.
work, yeah. F tilde 200.
Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, I flew away. I feel like we've gotten rock a disproportionate amount of time.
Oh yeah, I feel like that too, compared to like grass or something.
Yeah. Oh, the leg!
Oh no.
Close. Oh, walked away from me.
Dude, I come from the Borp town, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No one's better at walking or dropping shield and turn around grabbing, you know?
Oh no!
Let's go, let's go. We need to take a couple more.
Oof. Oh, I heard the double jump.
No jump.
No!
Oh!
Nice. Oh, I should have homie recovered.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
What am I thinking?
That was worth it. I want to take one more because just like being like, you know, on Tinder
Yeah.
when you're 6 foot or 5'11", you're not 6 foot, you know what I mean? You're just the shortest kid on the planet.
Yep.
So 39 to 40 is a big deal. All right. Start camping. Come Come out here. Why not? Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got a little fire transformation. Maybe something will happen here. Uh-oh.
No.
Oof.
All good. All good. No. Way to end it.
Good games.
Alrighty. Wow. Pretty good. All right. I think I took 39. So I'm a short Tinder guy, but all good. All good. All right. To Slippy we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's always the added bonus at the end. Let me find out where.
I don't know where to find any of these stats.
I'll pull it up here, and then you
Okay.
can,
Yeah. Here, let me go to your stream.
Right. So where are my dolphin builds? It's always funny because the files are like usually like 2,000 kilobytes. You know what I mean? Real small, and then you can tell which one's yours because it's the big one. 55,000. I think that was one of the quicker ones that I've done.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Even with the peach.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Peach is just like Fox. You know, I'm just trying to go in and make it happen.
True.
Alrighty, and then that's loading up. Let me put it on my stream here real quick.
I'm excited.
See if I won in any categories. Probably not. I definitely feel like I did not.
Maybe. You never know.
I've won in one category against everyone so far.
Really?
Yeah. Even if it's something
Is it
stupid
like the
like
same category,
beneficial
the same
stage. No, I beat a bait in APM. What am I looking for here? Slippy desktop app. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, it takes forever to load because, and I don't even think I can run back the file because it's so big, but you can still see the stats. Alright.
Interesting little
close this.
error thing.
Yeah. I don't know what this is, but all right, here we go. So I got 39 kills to 99. Damage done. You did a trillion damage. 12,000 to my 5,000.
Dang.
Opening conversion rate 64. 35. Openings per kill. Oh, I won in one. Counter hits down here.
Ooh, yeah. Peach is a big counter hitter. That
Oh
makes
yeah,
sense.
for sure. All right, your inputs per minute is insane compared to mine. Well, Peach generally is slower. You could be like Armada fast.
Dang, I had 544 actions per minute. Is that what that said?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
That's wild.
You were moving, bro.
I was cooking.
Oh yeah. All right, neutral wins. Yeah, it killed me. Of course. Well, that makes sense.
I won 2/3.
Yeah. The roll, air dodge, and spot dodge. I only spot dodged 14 times. Doesn't that seem a little crazy? Well, you only did 18 times. Yeah, we were just slobbing it out. I did.
We were
roll
just going
a lot.
at it.
Yeah, I wish you could like tell me how many times I upbeat out of like. And then this is the thing that I want them to group this together because usually you're looking at like a 4 match kill, so like it's good when you see it like this. But when these 99s, it would be cool to see how many times I got shined off the top. You know what I mean? Maybe I can like tally it all up later. But that's also like a pretty cool thing they do. All right.
That's sick.
What else do we got here? Anything worth noting? Neutral friends, counter hits, beneficial trades you won.
I'm surprised we didn't have more trades.
Yeah. Well, I didn't find you like underneath the stage a lot. Like when I'm thinking back on the match, like I didn't like edge guard in that way a lot. Definitely favored the high, which is like good. You know what I mean? A lot of people just recover like low duration.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, hey man, that was fun.
Yeah, no, it was fun. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah,
super awesome showing. Even now it's showing my Streamlabs thing. Weird. Alrighty. Well, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for everyone watching. What can the people expect from? Is Gommel this weekend?
Yeah, Gommel's this weekend.
Wow, crazy. All right. So we'll be rooting for you there for sure.
Thanks,
I
man.
know I
Thank you. I
will.
appreciate that.
Brackets aren't out, anything like that, right?
I think like projected brackets are out, but I mean like stuff always
Oh, it
changes
always
before
changes.
time.
Yeah, people are like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm playing my roommate's brother's cousin who I've never played before, but I know who he is, so I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
No, I know exactly how that goes. That was a quick
But
one
yeah.
too. I feel like we didn't even start until like an hour ago. The match, yeah.
True.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, wasn't bad. But no, I really appreciate having me on. It was a good time,
No,
and
dude, I
I wish
appreciate
you luck with the
you
whole
coming.
Twitch thing, man.
Oh yeah, I'll check after this. I think I gotta stream one more time to affiliate, and then I got crazy ideas.
Nice. I like it.
Alrighty.
Perfect. Well, I'll
Alrighty,
catch you
buddy.
later. Have a nice
Yeah,
night, man.
alright.
Okay.
Alright, we'll see you guys. Thank you, Ginger, again. And yeah, be on the lookout for Ginger Gommel. He's gonna tear it up. I hope he
Thanks,
plays
man.
like Lot or something or like another Peach. I want to see eat him alive. Now that you got it.
Yeah, that'd be sick. All right, man. See ya.
Alright, we'll see you guys. Peace.